Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Marvel Future Fight video, and for today I wanted to give you guys my top 50 most valuable uniforms in Marvel Future Fight as of today, November 25th, 2021. Now, I know you guys are going to hear the number 50 and you're going to think, man, this guy's out his mind. Even if there's a Black Friday 50% discount, that is 50,000 crystals. There's no way. There's no way there's 50 valuable uniforms in the game. Well, here's the thing. This is my top 50. Not yours, not your friends, not your cousins, not your mom, not your dad. My top 50 most valuable uniforms in the game. The ones that I use on a daily, weekly, or monthly basis, because there's certain things in the game that only happen a couple times a month. Characters get banned, ABX seasons roll over, so I may not be able to use a character for like 3 weeks, but then the seasons roll over and then I'm able to use them for 5-6 days. So those uniforms still hold value for me, because for that short period, whether it's 5, 6, 7 days, those characters are the best in the game, so I enjoy using them for that period of time. Okay, I'm not telling you to go out there and buy 50 uniforms, absolutely not. Just pick up the ones that you find the most value in. Since there's 50 characters and 50 uniforms on this list, I will not be spending an extended period of time going over each individual uniform, because it would just make this video too freaking long. Okay, it would be an hour long minimum. If you want to know more about these uniforms, check out the channel. I've made videos on every single one of these uniforms, and if it's more than 6 months old, just comment down below and I'll make a brand new video just for you. All right, cool. Let me say this: none of the seasonal uniforms will be included in this list. So Summer Cable, Summer Quicksilver, Summer Silk, Winter White Fox, Winter Gwenpool, none of those uniforms will be included in the list, because this list was created specifically for Black Friday, and the uniforms that will be discounted starting, I believe, tomorrow. Okay, so do keep that in mind. We're not going to count any of the seasonal uniforms because they're not available for purchase right now. They only come around when the seasons change over. So summer months, I believe it's July and August, we'll see the summer uniforms come back. They're never on sale anyways. And then the winter months, in December, we'll see some winter uniforms, possibly some new ones along with the old ones that came before. Okay, so that being said, ladies and gents, let's talk about the uniforms. Right now, there's what, 340 uniforms in the game. I have 335 of them. 5 of them I'm slacking on getting. Actually, 4 of them I'm slacking on getting, just for the sake of slacking. One of them you can't get anymore. That's Captain Marvel's original uniform that came out in 2015, where you had to spend like $1,000 to get it, and it's just garbage. And they made it so you can no longer purchase it anyways. And to be honest, I don't want it, because I wouldn't want to spend $1,000 for a uniform that does nothing for the character. Anyways, moving on. Let me say this: there's a lot of uniforms that's gonna get left off this list because I just don't find value in, or as much value in, those characters as I do in some. Okay, but the ones at the top here, these are the ones that I find the most value in. This list is not in any particular order. I just favorited them so it's easier for me to find them and show them to you guys. So we'll start from the top left here. Ebony Ma, he's here simply because leadership, support passive / support uniform bonus. You can use him in World Boss Legend and in Timeline Battle. He's on my team pretty much anytime I can use my sentry, and he does work. When you bring him out on the field, he can kill even sentries. And when he's there, even if he never comes out, he's making my sentry more tanky, and he's giving my sentry extra DPS. So absolutely love my Ebony Ma. My Dr. Doom, you guys know him, you love him. In my opinion, the best character in the game in this uniform, and you can build him however you want. Mine is built for PvE, just because in squad battle, which is primarily where I use him, in squad battle he gets me 9 million, which helps me get first place, an extra bit of Mandalay gem fragments every week. You'll love to see it. Helps me awaken more characters without spending any money. So love that for me. Proxima Midnight, you know you love her, man. Proxima support, leadership, top tier DPS. Anything you put Proxima in, she's gonna excel. So that's just absolutely amazing with that uniform. Scarlet Witch, ABX Queen, love her to death. Silver Surfer is kind of getting pushed down in the meta right now, but he's still a top tier, in my opinion, PvP character. So I would still recommend you buy this uniform if you didn't have it. Silver Surfer Black, one of my favorite uniforms in the game. I find value in him. Apocalypse, some of you guys may say he doesn't deserve to be here. That's up to you. But for me, he's ABX meta. He's the best that we got right now, and he covers every single month. So until somebody kicks him out of his spot, I'm gonna say this uniform is one of the best in the game, just because if you play ABX, you're gonna need it to get a top score. Cable, I don't use him that much, but when I do use him, and I recently started using him again for ABX on the blast on the blast mail day, so yeah, I had to put my mighty CTP of energy back on him. Gave him one with all attack instead of beat down. He's been working well for me, so it is what it is. I like this uniform, but we got to take him off the list because you can't buy this one. You can, however, get this one, and it works almost as well. Okay, moving on. Jean Grey, I still put Jean Grey on this list simply because of the fact that she is really, really good for Alliance Conquest, and I am enjoying Alliance Conquest at this moment in time. For some of you guys, that's not a good enough reason for you to buy her uniform. That's completely fine, because when it comes to timeline battles, she's getting smoked out by Sentries, Doctor Dooms, Silver Surfers, and Shang Chi's even. So it's just like not a good space for her to be in right now. Wolverine collapse her. Like, there's so many characters that could kill Jean Grey right now, so it's just not a wise idea. The Maker, absolutely love the Maker in this uniform. My opinion, one of the best combat characters in the game for PvE content. And then on the other side, Wolverine, one of the best PvP characters in the game right now, especially if you get his artifact. I'll try to pick it up for Black Friday because it just makes him so much better. Cyclops, I use this uniform so much, even though Cyclops is not a good DPS. His lead and support from this uniform passive, hey man, it makes the uniform worth it to me. Rogue, Squad Battle Queen, that's pretty much all I use her for the speed mutant, so absolutely love her there. Captain America, one of the best combat characters in the game. I highly recommend you buy that uniform. Hulk, this is still a yes for me for AC, and you can use him a little bit in a timeline battle as well if you need to. Moving on, Shang Chi, you can build him for PvE or PvP. I love the duality of the character. I have mine with a rage right now, but once I get past stage 40 in World Boss Legend against Null, I'll definitely strip him off the rage and give him an authority or something, and then just put him to work there. Taskmaster, you guys know he's already a support, top tier A1 support, so you guys should definitely get the uniform for him. Venom, ABX meta, and also he drops the healing symbiote to make your characters that have shitty survivability actually playable. So for me, he's one of those uniforms that you absolutely have to have if you want to have fun and have some variety in your gameplay. If you want to be able to pick up characters that have decent DPS but very little survivability and actually do stuff with them, Venom is a game changer. Moving on, Sharon Rogers, DPS queen. Anything PvE, she got you covered. Simple as that. Iron Man, really good for PvE content as well. Top tier DPS. War Machine, top tier DPS for PvE, and also in PvP on the Machine team with Rescue and Hulkbuster, he puts in a lot of work, man. Moving on, we got Falcon. This is an absolute yes, PvE god. Then we got Daredevil, PvP menace. Absolutely love him. I showcased him a couple days ago, maybe a week or so ago. Definitely love him still, so gotta put him on this list. Luna Snow, yes baby, can score almost what, 11 million with this girl in squad battle if I really push, which is really good. really good. So if you want to do better in squad battle, this uniform for Luna Snow is an absolute must. Also ABX, she still holds it down as one of the best. However, Makari can outscore her if you give her a rage. Moving on, White Fox. This uniform is a must buy if you're free to play, because this one is only sold for cash and it is a seasonal uniform, okay? So do keep that in mind. That's why she's there. Blue Marvel, yes. I love this uniform for Blue Marvel. If you are a PvP kind of guy, you like to play Alliance Conquest or mix up your timeline battle teams to have a little bit of fun, Blue Marvel, definitely recommend this uniform. Captain Marvel, same deal, PvP. If you like PvP, Captain Marvel in this uniform is actually really good. She's a really good counter to people like Doctor Doom. I just told you guys, Doctor Doom, you can build him however you want, and he's going to be one of the best in the game regardless. Captain Marvel is the counter for Doctor Doom because of her uniform bonus, making it so she takes less damage from supervillains, and she also has iframe ignore and stuff. So yeah, Captain Marvel, A1. Ghost Rider, still a must buy for the free-to-plays out there that are running lower levels that they can use Venom with him. He's great, man. Damage is great. Loki, yes sir. If you're gonna buy a uniform for a character you're struggling in Dispatch, Loki's your guy, okay? Some of you guys are wondering which one you should buy, President Loki or TVA Loki. Go with TVA Loki, you'll get more value overall out of it. Vision, yes, I recommend this uniform still. Vision is a top tier DPS in my opinion. The only thing holding him back is because of the fact that he's a creature. So when we get new bosses that don't lock out creature types and allow him to actually participate more, trust me, Vision will actually see a lot more play from a lot more people. Moving on. Obsidian, one of my favorite characters to play. I use this man every single time I fight Null or Mephisto. Love him to death. You should definitely pick him up and build him up and get that uniform. You can't go wrong. Corvus, speed, villain, ABX meta, super giant meta for ABX, and top tier for Danger Room and everything PvE related. Y'all already know, man. Gambit, same thing, PvE god. And then we got a PvP god in Gilgamesh, new on the scene. Absolutely love this man. I spammed you guys with so many videos on him. I ain't even gotta talk no more. Just go out there and pick up this uniform, build this man up, and have some fun. Hulkbuster, thick boy here, good enough to do PvE. And then on top of that, even if he has a a PvE build, he can actually kill some PvP characters like Jean Grey. She gets squashed. She gets squashed by Hulkbuster. Thanos gets squashed by Hulkbuster. This man right here, super thick. I'm thinking about reforging this destruction and possibly keeping it on him because it has that penetration and it gives him some extra juice. Anyways, moving on. Iron Fist. Seen a couple people asking if Iron Fist is still worth it. Most definitely still one of the strongest combat characters in the game. Self-buffing leadership, great DPS, great survivability all around. I love my Iron Fist. Jessica Jones, only a support. You should not buy this uniform if you do not plan to invest in the entire Defender squad. So Luke Cage and Daredevil is a must. And then after that, go ahead and pick up JJ, man. JJ is going to make the set work beautifully in Timeline and Alliance Conquest. Moving on, we got my guy, Thick Daddy, Big Daddy Luke. Definitely got to pick this man up and show him some love. In my opinion, top 5 PvP character in the game, easily. Moon Knight. Yes, the Moon God. Absolutely love this man. Okay, he's going to be getting a uniform. Not too sure when his movie is coming out. Is it a movie or a TV show? Can't remember. But this uniform right here is still really good if you want to pick him up. I know a lot of you guys are going to choose him from the Transcendent Character Selector. You're going to need this uniform, okay? If you pick him up and don't buy the uniform, he's useless. He's worthless, okay? Trust me. Trust me. Take my word for it. All right. Moving on. Valkyrie's uniform definitely transforms the character in a big way. Turns her into a solid DPS. She's ABX meta. And then on top of that, she's an A1 support because of the fact that her uniform gives her, or give everybody on the team rather, hero or villain, they get ignore dodge, and ignore dodge is great for dispatch and world boss legend against Null. So absolutely love her. Human Torch, must buy uniform, top tier DPS. Rescue, I know some of you guys were free to play, you don't have Rescue, but trust me when I say Rescue is absolutely amazing. If you like to play Timeline Survival, her leadership is going to help you stay alive because of the fact that when your HP drops below 99%, you get a 50% HP shield for half the fight. It's crazy. And then on top of that, that's great for AC, by the way, right? That's great for AC, especially if you have a lot of HP on your cars. That means you're going to stay at full health pretty much the whole time, right? And then on top of that, her third skill removes debuffs, right? Removes debuffs and heals her allies. It's crazy. Rescue is one of the best PvP characters for team-based PvP game mode. So like Timeline Survival is great because you're playing with your full squad at the same time. And then also AC is really good, man. Moving on. Cersei. Absolutely love my Cersei. Top tier DPS and a support at the same damn time. So you love to see that. Bullseye, I showed you guys some gameplay with him yesterday. He's not the safest character to play. You need to play him with Venom if you're using him outside of his element. But if you're using him in squad battle and ABX, he gets the job done. Second best speed villain in the game right now. Makari, #1 de facto best speed character in the game. Highest DPS. She's absolutely fantastic. Wave, support and leadership. And my girl, speaking of speed, demons, man. I love my girl Yelena. She's great for Alliance Conquest. But if you want to mix it up, you can always just buy her black suit and she's going to be great for PvE as well. Absolutely love her. Moving on. Quasar. I use Quasar. Again, a lot of you guys going to say Quasar is terrible and all that stuff. Trust me when I say I love my Quasar, okay? My Quasar, I use her on stage 34 with my Sharon Rogers against Mephisto, because Sharon Rogers doesn't have the greatest survivability when you get to high levels. So I do a swap method with my Quasar and my Sharon Rogers, because Quasar has really good survivability because she shakes off debuffs. She has guaranteed dodge and stuff. On her passive right here, she removes debuffs and gives herself a 50% HP shield for 5 seconds every 15 seconds. So it really helps out. Plus she can heal as well. So yeah, I love my Quasar. She's top tier in my book, okay? Moving on. Colossus. It's one of the oldest uniforms on this list, and it's one of the best ones, okay? Colossus in this uniform is absolutely fantastic, ladies and gentlemen. PvP every single week is available. I'm using him to make my sentry tankier, because if they can't kill my sentry, it's only a matter of time before my sentry kills them and wipes their entire team. And Colossus, his passive is key, bro. It's absolutely key. All right, moving on. She-Hulk. I use She-Hulk literally any day that I'm using Loki. She-Hulk is my lead. And then I also use She-Hulk when I'm using Venom as well. So a couple times a week I'm using She-Hulk's leadership. It's very, very valuable to me. I know some of you guys don't care about ABX, but this list is filled with different characters for different purposes. So there's something for you if you're looking for a PvP character. There's something for you if you're looking for a PvE character. There's leaderships in here. There's supports in here. There's everything you need in this list, okay, ladies and gents? So I'm gonna wrap it up right here. Thank you guys so much for watching. These are my top 50 most used uniforms. I'm not talking about, oh, uniforms that I just buy, showcase, and then after that never use again. No, these are the top 50 that I use on a regular basis, okay? So I'm gonna wrap it up here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know some of you guys gonna be like, yo, why Thanos is, yo, I could possibly put Thanos in this list because I use him in AC, but to be honest, man, Thanos been failing me. And at this point, I don't think you really need to build Thanos. He's a tier 2 native, double cost. His uniform is hella expensive, right? For all the materials you go invest in him, build a Black Order instead. Buy all their uniforms, bro. All of the Black Order characters are good right now. Thanos is sitting, he's just waiting, right? There's a couple characters down here that I could possibly sneak in this list, but I'm not going to, because I'll be lying to myself if I said I was using them that often, bro. If anything, maybe as of late, I've been using Hyperion's lead a little bit, but to be honest, base kit Hyperion, what was you giving me? 40, 45? It's not that big of a, yeah, it's 10%. Nah, it's not. Nah, I would not say I would tell you to buy Hyperion's uniform for 10% more on the leadership. No, I wouldn't do it. I would not say that, okay? So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Thank you so much for watching. This is my top 50 most used. If you guys want like some type of tier list, something with more structure, let me know. I could definitely do that, but this is my top 50 most used uniforms. I debated putting the Thing on this list because I have Human Torch, but frankly, the majority of the time right now that I use Human Torch, I'm using him on stage 30 to 34 against Null, and that's a blast stage, so I can no longer use the Thing. Back in the day, maybe if this was like 4 months ago when I was running like stage 20-ish, 24 against Null, then yeah, the Thing might have been in this list. But now, nah, he's kind of gotten phased out for me. But it's still a good pickup if you want to when you're down there on the lower levels, because it's giving you 40% all attack there. So do keep that in mind. It's definitely not what I would consider to be an absolute waste of crystals. All right, so catch you guys in the next one. Be safe. Peace out.